Our town is still on the frontier. There's no doubt about that. But it is the center of Midwest activity, truly a crossroads of America. After all, this is our town, St. Joseph, Missouri, USA.
Since its inception in 1862 as the Board of Trade of St. Joseph, the St. Joseph Chamber of Commerce has been the catalyst for economic growth and development in Northwest Missouri. With a history spanning over 150 years, and with a foundation so storied and lush, there's no wonder St. Joseph and its Chamber of Commerce members have seen such tremendous successes.
Well, I think most everyone in town pretty well knows most of the story of the Chase Candy Company, but our company was founded in 1876 right here in St. Joseph by Dr. George Washington Chase. His son suggested to his dad that he hire a couple of candy makers. At one time, they made over 50 candy bars, if you can believe it. Chase Candy had difficult times during the Depression, just as a lot of other companies did. And in the war, if you couldn't get sugar, it was rationed. If you couldn't get sugar, you couldn't make candy. In 1918, the Cherry Mash Candy Bar was first concocted, so it makes it the third oldest candy bar in the country.
The starting of the St. Joseph News Press really started with the St. Joseph Gazette in April 1845. It was sent out to California on the Pony Express. So it's had a great history with the St. Joseph being the gateway to the West. This next year will be a 175-year-old company if you include the successive newspapers with the Gazette to the news press. We've also diversified the company into the cable business, and we have diversified it into the broadcast business as well as other areas of manufacturing. We're trying to change with what the world is changing.
Schneider Fireworks, an importing company, started in 1895. So the year 2020, this year, we're celebrating our 125th anniversary right here in St. Joseph. My grandfather, H.E. Schneider, as he was importing the sporting goods, they were sending samples of fireworks samples, and he was starting to sell those in the back of his car, traveling around, and that's kind of where the fireworks took off. And we are currently still the second oldest fireworks company in the United States. We were actually the first ones to bring pop-pop snappers into the country and import them from Brazil. We're still mostly a wholesale company that sells all over the United States. We love St. Joe and bringing memories through fireworks. And we just love that family interaction, friend interaction, just creating memories right here in St. Joe.
With the history of gray manufacturing, our roots actually go back to around 1916 when my grandfather started Gray Brothers Tire and Battery.
He did it just as a hobby, really, because some of his fellow tire dealers would see equipment that he had, and they'd say, "Where'd you get that?" And he'd say, "Well, I made it myself." And they said, "Would you make me one?" And he said, "Maybe we could make a go of it in manufacturing." He said, "You know how to design things as an engineer, and I know what's needed. And so we've got the basic elements." Dad and I started the Gray Manufacturing Incorporated at that time.
From there, we've grown into a multinational company today. I represent the third generation of Gray Manufacturing Company. The biggest change I've seen is the amount of technology that's used in manufacturing today. And it's not the old days of just mechanical hydraulic equipment. It is all about technology today and is really crazy, and it makes it really fun right now. We are extremely fortunate to have the Chamber of Commerce in St. Joe, Missouri that we have. If you have the appetite to grow yourself and your business, the Chamber is a fantastic partner.
The Chamber of Commerce promotes our community. It's probably the engine that drives our economy, thus jobs.
Becoming a chamber member has really helped my sister and I since we were so young when my grandfather and my father passed away, and we wanted to keep the tradition alive of fireworks and our business.
I think the Chamber is a prime mover in getting this town growing. I think it's very important for producing more jobs, expanding the businesses that are already here, and helping people become more successful businesses.
The Chamber continues to strive to be the unified voice of business that advocates, promotes, and inspires the St. Joseph area. The Chamber's mission, supported by more than 1,300 members, is to create an environment that allows businesses to thrive and the community to prosper. This is the St. Joseph Chamber of Commerce.